From royal palaces to billion-dollar estates, the world's queens live lives most of us can barely imagine. In this video, we uncover the richest queens on earth, how they rose to power, what they own, and the surprising ways they use their wealth to shape countries and inspire millions. Queen Elizabeth II. She wasn't just a monarch, she was a global institution. Queen Elizabeth II stood at the helm of a financial ecosystem so vast it dwarfed most royal fortunes. While her personal net worth was around $600 million, 0 cents, the real power came from what she controlled, not what she technically owned. The Crown Estate, valued at over $19 billion, 0 cents, wasn't hers privately, but she managed it during her reign. It generated $400 million, 0 cents, annually, and from that she received a sovereign grant of about $110 million, 0 cents, a year, just to support royal functions. And let's not forget Buckingham Palace and Windsor Castle. Behind the scenes was the firm, the nickname for the royal family's billion-dollar branding machine. Estimated at $28 billion, 0 cents, it included everything from real estate and tourism revenue to official merchandise and intellectual property. Her private collection? It was stunning. The Cullinan 3 and 4 diamonds known as Granny's chips are worth tens of millions alone. The Nizam of Hyderabad necklace, often described as one of the most expensive in the world, has been valued at $100 million. Her reign lasted 70 years, making her the longest reigning British monarch. She advised 15 prime ministers, met 13 US presidents, and witnessed the rise and fall of empires. Her face appeared on currency in over 35 countries, making her one of the most recognized figures on earth. When she passed in 2022, the crown didn't just pass to King Charles III. A financial legacy worth billions changed hands. She left behind more than palaces and pearls. She left a monumental system of wealth, influence, and heritage. In today's world of powerful queens, Elizabeth II remains unmatched, not just for her elegance or longevity, but for her undeniable role as the financial backbone of a centuries-old monarchy. Queen Máxima, she may have been born in Argentina, but Queen Máxima of the Netherlands has redefined what it means to be a modern royal on the world stage. With a net worth hovering around $300 million, 0 cents, she is far more than a ceremonial figure. She's a global powerhouse of influence, elegance, and intelligence. Before marrying into the Dutch royal family, Máxima was a successful investment banker with stints at Deutsche Bank and HSBC in New York and Europe. This isn't a woman who inherited wealth. She built her financial expertise brick by brick. Today, she leverages that experience in her role as United Nations Special Advocate for Inclusive Finance for Development, representing 190+ nations in critical economic discussions. While her royal wardrobe stuns fashion critics and her public appearances draw crowds, it's her financial diplomacy that truly sets her apart. Máxima travels the globe to promote access to credit, savings, and insurance for the underserved, helping millions rise out of poverty. It's not just royal duty, it's real-world impact. She lives in the Royal Palace of Huis ten Bosch, a historic mansion in The Hague, valued at over $30 million, 0 cents. Renovated extensively with taxpayer funds. The palace features 17th century tapestries, gold-embellished ceilings, and manicured gardens that stretch like a Dutch painting. Yet even amid all this grandeur, she remains relatable. A working mother of 3 who speaks 5 languages and rides her bike through Amsterdam. Máxima is also known for her $1,500,000 0 cents jewelry collection, including pieces from the royal vault and modern designs she personally commissions. Her signature pearl drop earrings alone are estimated at $75,000, 0 cents, often worn during diplomatic state dinners or UN briefings. In a world where royalty often fades into tradition, Queen Máxima shines, bridging finance and royalty, tradition and innovation, duty and personal drive. She's not just wearing a crown, she's earning it every day. Queen Rania of Jordan. She's not just a queen, she's a force of nature. Queen Rania of Jordan, often hailed as the people's queen of the Middle East, combines charm, intellect, and activism into a role far more impactful than her $35 million 0 cents estimated personal fortune might suggest. Born to Palestinian parents and educated in business administration, Rania worked at Citibank and Apple before becoming queen at just 28. But she didn't settle into quiet luxury. She built a powerful global brand rooted in education, women's rights, and child advocacy. Rania's influence doesn't come from oil or inheritance. It comes from soft power. Her social media presence alone reaches millions. Her campaigns, like the Queen Rania Foundation, push for modern education reform across the Arab world. She regularly partners with global organizations like UNICEF and UNESCO, reshaping how the world sees Middle Eastern women. While her fortune is modest compared to Gulf monarchs, her royal perks are substantial. She resides in the Al Makwa Royal Compound, a sprawling estate in Amman valued at over $80 million, 0 cents, with lush gardens, private reception halls, and panoramic views of the capital. Her fashion sense turns heads at state dinners and Davos alike. She wears couture from Valentino, Elisab, and Armani, often blending Western elegance with Arab heritage. Her collection of designer gowns and jewelry is estimated to be worth over $2 million, 0 cents, including a signature Cartier diamond set valued at $250,000, 0 cents. What truly sets Queen Rania apart is her voice. Whether addressing the UN, sitting with school children in Amman, or visiting refugee camps on the Syrian border. In a world full of crowns, hers is earned not just by birth, but by service, vision, and fearless compassion. She may not be the richest queen, but she might just be the most respected. Queen Letizia of Spain. From newsroom to royal palace. Queen Letizia's journey is one of the most remarkable modern royal transformations. Born into a middle-class Spanish family, Letizia Ortiz Rocasolano was a top journalist and anchor for TVE, Spain's national television, long before she wore a crown. Her sharp intellect and commanding presence earned her awards in journalism and global respect. But everything changed in 2003 when she married then Prince Felipe. Today, as Queen of Spain, Letizia is the epitome of elegance with purpose. Letizia doesn't just show up to ribbon cuttings, she commands attention on global issues. She leads initiatives for women's rights, education, and public health, and represents Spain at international forums from Geneva to New York. She's the only European queen with a career in investigative journalism, giving her a rare ability to connect with people, question policy, and influence diplomacy. Her royal stipend, funded by the Spanish government, is modest compared to other monarchies, roughly €140,000, 0 cents per year. But Letizia maximizes impact, not extravagance. Her fashion choices, often from Spanish designers like Felipe Varela and Carolina Herrera, make headlines for their understated sophistication. One of her signature Hugo Boss suits costs under $1,200, 0 cents, yet carries global media buzz. She resides in the Palacio de la Zarzuela, a residence just outside Madrid with an estimated value of $20 million, 0 cents. While not overly opulent, it serves as the working hub of the Spanish monarchy, efficient, traditional, and symbolically restrained. What truly sets Letizia apart is her voice. Whether addressing the World Health Organization or comforting families after a national tragedy, she brings grace, empathy, and journalistic precision. She's not just a royal by marriage, she's a leader by nature. In an age where royalty must earn its relevance, Queen Letizia stands out, not for her fortune, but for her fierce dedication to Spain's future. Queen Mathilde of Belgium. Meet Queen Mathilde, a modern monarch who blends grace with purpose. Unlike many born into royalty, Mathilde was once a licensed speech therapist, running her own practice and helping children with developmental challenges. That experience shaped her lifelong dedication to mental health, child welfare, and social inclusion, causes she champions not from a podium, but from the heart. As Belgium's first native-born queen consort, Mathilde stands as both a cultural icon and a humanitarian force. Each year, she receives a government-endowed income of $588,000, 0 cents, which she channels into official duties and public engagements across Europe and Africa. But make no mistake, Mathilde isn't just a ceremonial figure. She's a working queen who speaks fluently in Dutch, French, English, and Italian, often holding meetings with global health leaders and human rights advocates. Her official residence, the Palace of Laeken, is more than a symbol. It's a functioning royal hub. Built in 1784 and estimated at over $100 million, 0 cents, the estate includes a glass-domed greenhouse, sweeping gardens, and centuries of royal history. It's both a home and a national treasure. Mathilde also plays a key role in the Queen Mathilde Fund, supporting innovative social projects throughout Belgium. Whether it's education, disability rights, or poverty alleviation, she's in the trenches, visiting schools, refugee centers, and hospitals with a quiet determination that earns her deep respect. What makes her truly stand out in today's royal world? It's not diamonds or designer gowns. It's her calm strength and deep empathy. In times of national grief or crisis, she's there, offering words that comfort and presence that reassures. In an era where many question the role of monarchy, Queen Mathilde is the answer. She proves that modern queens can be not only symbols of tradition, but engines of progress. Belgium didn't just crown a queen, they gained a compassionate leader, Queen Letizia of Thailand. She wasn't born into royalty, but today Queen Letizia Vajiralongkorn Ayodhya stands at the heart of one of Asia's most secretive monarchies. Her rise from commercial flight attendant for Thai Airways to Queen of Thailand is nothing short of cinematic. Once part of the king's security detail, she caught the attention of then Crown Prince Maha Vajiralongkorn. By 2019, just days before his formal coronation, the king made her his wife and queen. This transformation stunned a nation. Suddenly, the woman once seen in military fatigues was appearing in elegant royal regalia beside a man whose net worth is estimated at over $40 billion, 0 cents, making him one of the wealthiest monarchs alive. As queen, Letizia now presides over lavish ceremonies at the Grand Palace in Bangkok and resides in opulent royal compounds, including Amphoe Sutton Residential Hall, valued in the tens of millions. She's often spotted wearing custom-made silk gowns, paired with heirloom jewelry encrusted with diamonds and emeralds. Some pieces rumored to be worth over $5 million, 0 cents each. But her life isn't just pearls and pageantry. She holds the rank of general in the Royal Thai Army and carries real ceremonial authority. In public, she walks steps behind the king. Photos of Queen Letizia show a woman deeply involved in Thailand's carefully choreographed royal image, balancing tradition with quiet modernity. Whether blessing monks at temple ceremonies or addressing military parades, she performs her duties with a grace that reflects the immense weight of her position. Thailand's monarchy is wrapped in mystery, but Queen Letizia remains a living symbol of loyalty, transformation, and the powerful pull of destiny. Queen Norodom Moninath of Cambodia. In the heart of Phnom Penh, behind the golden spires of the royal palace, resides one of Southeast Asia's most graceful royal figures, Queen Norodom Moninath, the Queen Mother of Cambodia. At 88 years old, she represents an era of survival, resilience, and quiet strength that has carried Cambodia through some of its darkest and brightest moments. Born Paule Monique Easy, the daughter of a French banker and Cambodian mother, she began life far from the throne, but fate had other plans. In the 1950s, she met then Prince Norodom Sihanouk. Their love endured war, revolution, and exile, and in 1993 she became Cambodia's queen when the monarchy was restored. Today, she remains a living symbol of continuity. From her residence in the Laeken Palace, a sacred part of the royal complex dating back centuries, Queen Moninath manages royal protocols and supports cultural heritage. Though exact figures are rarely disclosed, royal upkeep is funded in part by Cambodia's government, with millions allocated annually to preserve the monarchy's historical legacy. Beyond the silk robes and golden halls, her influence runs deeper. She oversees charitable initiatives supporting widows, war victims, and education for the poor. The Queen Moninath Sihanouk Hospital bearing her name offers free healthcare to thousands of Cambodians, a legacy far more enduring than jewels or thrones. Unlike modern royals who fill headlines, Queen Moninath operates away from the spotlight, but when she appears, draped in elegant Cambodian sampots and diamond brooches, her presence still commands reverence. One emerald brooch she wore to a national celebration was valued by experts at over $150,000, 0 cents. While Cambodia transitions toward modernization, Queen Moninath remains its spiritual compass. Not a celebrity queen, but a stately figure who embodies duty, sacrifice, and the quiet endurance of royalty that refuses to fade with time. She is the memory of a nation and the guardian of its soul. Queen Jetsun Pema of Bhutan. She's been called the Kate Middleton of the Himalayas, but Queen Jetsun Pema of Bhutan is carving a legacy all her own. Crowned at just 21, this stunning and soft-spoken queen has become the face of a new generation of royalty, one that values simplicity, family and quiet influence over diamonds and headlines. Her kingdom may be small. Bhutan has fewer than 1 million citizens, but Jetsun Pema's impact is anything but minor. Educated in India and the UK, she brings a worldly grace to Bhutan's deeply spiritual monarchy. From environmental summits to school visits in remote mountain villages, she's a queen who gets her shoes dusty and smiles through every moment. While Bhutan doesn't flaunt extravagant wealth, make no mistake, the royal family lives comfortably. Jetsun resides in the Laeken Palace, a serene royal compound nestled in the capital, Thimphu. Surrounded by manicured gardens and guarded by tradition, the palace, though modest by Western standards, is estimated at $20.00, 25 million in cultural and architectural value. She's also a style icon across Asia. Her traditional kira outfits, often hand-woven silk pieces made by Bhutanese artisans, can cost upwards of $3,000 each, and she's known to wear them with diamond brooches passed down from royal lineage. But Jetsun's real power lies in her public image. She's a mother of 3, a champion of mental health and a vocal supporter of Bhutan's gross national happiness philosophy, an alternative to GDP that values spiritual well-being and environmental sustainability. And unlike many royal consorts, she didn't marry into the monarchy. She married her childhood sweetheart, King Jigme Khesar, in a storybook ceremony in 2011 that captivated a continent. She may not rule the world's largest palace or command billion-dollar holdings, but Queen Jetsun Pema is royalty reimagined. In a world obsessed with excess, she's proof that elegance, purpose, and kindness still reign supreme. Whether born into royalty or married into it, these queens hold more than just titles. They hold legacies, fortunes, and global influence. From Queen Elizabeth II's billion-dollar estate to Queen Rania's humanitarian power, each story reminds us that queenship today blends tradition with modern impact. Some rule nations, others rule hearts, but all leave a mark that stretches far beyond crowns and castles. Which queen's story surprised you most? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a royal revelation. Thank you for watching.